Hello, everyone. Good day. This is Social Work Fridays, where we offer a platform for all crime survivors here at the Office of Victim Advocate. This is part 4 of 8 in our series on trauma. Today, we're going to discuss the impact of trauma on identity and relationships. In part 2 of this series, we discussed how trauma affects the brain, and in part 3, we talked about its physical effects on an individual. This week, we'll discover how it can impact one's identity and our relationship with others. After reviewing what trauma does to our bodies, it's easy to understand how it would affect how we see ourselves, others, and also can shift our worldview. Nothing can be the same, but that doesn't mean we have to live in that state. It can become easier to say, they just don't understand me. How could they understand? They don't get it. How could they get it? What happened? It happened to me, not you. We often wonder, how can I find a space where I can feel safe again? When can I trust again? In the work I've done, whether it was with children struggling with mental and behavioral health or with adults dealing with substance use and involvement within multiple systems, I've always understood that people who have experienced trauma are more susceptible to being re traumatized. This is the first time I've heard of the term trauma reenactment. Have any of you out there heard about this concept? Psychology Today summarizes trauma reenactment, noting that it occurs when people expose themselves to situations reminiscent of the original trauma, placing themselves at emotional or physical risk in a compulsive mimicking of the past. It also mentions that it can be a way for an individual to seek control over the situation, an attempt to achieve mastery. I think this could be linked to the I should have, could have, and would have thought patterns. The idea is that if a similar situation arises, I would react and handle it this way. Psychology Today also notes that it can be interpreted as a means for help, an attempt to work through aspects of trauma that are still unresolved. Dr. Burley, one of our Resilient Voices speaker, notes that trauma can make an individual believe they are worthless because of what they have been told and or how they have been treated. He also notes that in order to heal, it is important to foster empowerment, whether it be in one's choices, one's goal setting, or the overall process of the individual's journey. Dr. Burley emphasizes the need for trauma informed care and the role of service providers in being a safe space for those who have experienced trauma. He mentions the 4 R's for being a trauma informed program or agency. Number one, realize the widespread impact of trauma and its potential paths for healing. Number two, recognize the signs and symptoms of trauma, which we discussed in week 3. Number 3, respond with knowledge about trauma being applied to policies, procedures, and practices. And lastly, actively resist re traumatization. Here at the Office of Victim Advocate, we advocate for and provide various support groups for crime survivors. Support groups are available to you free of charge via Zoom. Please see the link below to connect with the social worker about the support groups along with possible local resources available in your community. If you're struggling or in need of support, calling 988 is a crucial step. The 988 Lifeline offers free, confidential, and 24/7 emotional support for individuals facing mental health struggles, substance use concerns, or emotional distress. As we conclude today, I wanted to share a gentle reminder that your thoughts become your words and your words become your actions. Mantras are a great way, and we're going to do it again this week in order to combat negative thought patterns. A great mantra that we could continue with this week is in this moment, I am okay. In this breath, I begin again. In this moment, I am okay. In this breath, I begin again. I'll see you guys next week.